Okay. So actually, I have already created the mappings, where we can go with pivot and pivot, and we do
Okay.
have sub-query filter. Actually, I was trying to go with a jagged flat run and data set. And those two components were fit basically for big data.
Okay.
So I was unable to go to Steam, and I'm able to go with pivoting and unpivot.
Okay. No problem. Whatever we
Okay.
can do, we will do.
Yes. Cool. Also, actually, did you try to start scenarios from the command line? I hope
And
that was installed
actually,
on you.
I basically I got your file, the text
Mhm.
file which you sent me for the command, but I have not tried it. So I'm not very much comfortable on the command line side. If you can show me one or two example, it will be good for me.
Okay. So can you start your instant on your PC?
Yeah, just give me one moment. So let me start my virtual machine. Yeah, it will take a minute because it takes a little bit of time.
That's fine, no problem.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we'll go with the components we have. Okay.
Okay, fine. No problem.
Yeah. So I think you are aware of the pivot and what is unpivot basically.
Pivot table, I know, like generally we use it in OBIE, like, the
Yes,
cross tab tables.
exactly. Where we can convert row level to the column level.
Correct.
Exactly. Unpivot is the vice versa, where we can column level to the row level.
Okay.
So where we can achieve using normalizer and aggregator in Informatica,
Okay.
respectively, right?
Okay.
So, all right. So actually I have taken one table, so student underscore location, and
Okay.
let's view the data here, how the data looks like. The
Mm-hmm.
student underscore location in the source table.
And one more
So,
thing, I have a question here.
mhm,
Like for example, you have source table and you put it into the transformation, let's say expression. Okay.
mhm.
So is it possible to see data, what is coming out of that expression? Like
Yes,
the
that's
way,
right. I have shown you debugger, right?
yeah.
So in the debugger, when you're trying to run to the next step, you
Mm-hmm.
can see over there,
Okay.
step-by-step process.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So let's see here the data, what we have. We have
Yeah.
some data
Mm-hmm.
and employee name, the preferred location, and the locations are location 1 and location 2.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm going to be taking the location 1 as the column and location 2 also as the column,
Hmm.
right? And
Hmm.
I'm going to be pass the value.
Okay.
Okay. And some of the values does not have the preferred location. See,
Mm-hmm.
this is Teha. The Teha does not have location 1, but she
Hmm.
has location 2.
Hmm.
Vice versa, Teja has location 1, but she does not have location 2.
Hmm.
Okay, so these
Okay.
are going to be personal values ultimately, right?
Okay.
So let's see. I'm going to be truncate your target table before
Mm-hmm.
running your mapping. It's true.
Yeah.
Okay, just run it out. All right. So let's go back to logical and have a look at data.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So why there's no data? The location 1, location 2 repopulate the data.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm sorry. So my screen is not visible to you, right?
I think it is. I can see it, but I think it's hanged.
Yeah, actually. No?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see your cursor moving.
Okay. There is some data issue. Sorry, some data issue. Let's see. I was trying to explain one more thing also. All right. Sorry. So here we can see the student location and student location 2 tables are here. And in the pivot table, we need to provide the matching row, which is the one we are trying to matching. So let's see, you have only two matchings here. So I do have matching of location 1 and location 2 with respect to this source table. If you have look at the data, the preferences, I'm taking location 1, location 2, location 1, location 2. If you have location 3 also, okay, you need to provide that particular location 3 also here. Okay, so here the matching row should be location 1, location 2. If you have location 3, you just provide the location 3 also.
But we are matching the preference to location 1 and location 2, right?
Yes.
So how we can see like how we have mapped from preference to location?
See, so the expressions you can see, right? The expression here. The expression for the location 1 is pointing to the respective table of the location.
Okay.
So, and this expression is going to be take only location 1 matching row.
Oh, so it will search for if it is a location 1 is there in that string.
Exactly.
Location.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if it has location 2, then it will go for the same expression and go for the same attribute location, and then it is searching for location 2. If you have location 3, you can add one more here. Okay.
But if you go to the data in the student log, the source table.
Okay.
So preference, not location, but preference contain location 1 and location 2. Location contain Hyderabad, Bangalore, right? These are, location is different. Here in the expression we have location and not preference, because preference contain location.
Sure, this will handle, preference will be handled in other way now. See, once you are handle these two stops here in the row locator, you're going to be apply your student location. I mean the preference value. The row locator is the preference value. So here you need to apply those to the preference, and you need to say, okay, the row locator values. What are the exact values here? The location 1 and location 2. We need to enter those two values. What are the values you have? You need to enter over here, and then only you can see those values here.
Okay.
First, you need to enter the values here. Okay, the preference values, whatever you're trying to take those values, that particular field here, then you need to enter those values. Make sure the value in the double quotes.
And then after that, when which step you are going after? Let's say we define location 1 and location 2 here.
Yeah, into the attributes tab.
In the attributes tab. So automatically, if you click on that location 1 in matching row, you can select, okay, because you put a provided over there, that's why you are able to select it.
Yeah, you can see, you can add one more thing here, and you can have a look at that.
Okay.
If you have one more, that will showcase over there. I'm taking location 3, but make sure that should be in single quotes, otherwise the mapping will fail.
Okay, so now let's go to attributes.
Attributes, and when you expand it, you can find it out.
Now do one thing, when we map column from source to pivot, if you click on S name, I want to see how this is mapped. No, in the above pane, in the student, in the source. Yeah, select, click on this S name. So it is mapped to S name. Now click on preference.
Yes. That shouldn't be right.
Yeah.
The location is going to be matched. Preference doesn't match.
The problem is that because location contains Hyderabad and Delhi and all those things. Location 1 and location 2 is not there in location part.
Yes, location has the values where you're trying to locate. The preference is the one, so it's priority.
Can we see the target table, whether we are getting Hyderabad and Bangalore, or whether
the locations are moving to the columns?
Okay. Because now we are getting the locations here. Okay, yeah, got it.
Right. So you just close it. That's all. So
okay.
How you can select those values.
Got it.
And like the same way, you can go with unpivoting.
Mm-hmm.
So the same way, you just take it out here, and the same way unpivot also works here. Okay, so here
Yeah.
we need to provide those location here. In this table has LOC1 and LOC2 values.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the preference, I'm going to be select those values. These are the columns, right?
Yeah.
These are columns. So you need to select those columns here by expanding what are the required column from the
Mm-hmm.
pivoting one, and then the required column for the pivoting two, unpivoting. So what are the
Okay.
values it has? Has location 1, location 2. And let's see employee location. Let's see if this has any data. It has 2 values here.
But location and location has nothing,
Yeah,
right?
it does not have any value. And let's insert some data over there.
Okay.
All right, we do have 2 values here.
Hmm.
Let's run it. Right, I think it has already the records.
We need
It
to
is trying
truncate
to,
the, yeah, we
yes.
need to truncate.
Right. So
Yeah.
earlier we did have is a column level. Now we have row
Mm-hmm.
level records.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're trying to apply in the unpivoting.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing to do in the attributes tab. In the unpivot transformations itself, we need to provide the what are the string value you have over here. Just
Mm-hmm.
try to type it over here. Make sure that should be in
Okay.
your single quotes. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
select your respective column. So based on number of strings you have, you need to enter those number of strings over here.
Yeah.
And if it is the string is not matching, it will return a null value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Now these two we have, and we do have the table functions. So do you aware of the type tables in Oracle?
No.
Type. So where we are going to be creating the runtime, and we are going to be dropping them once we don't require.
No, actually, I'm not aware.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, I'm not able to. Yeah, I can see. Okay.
Okay. Are you able to see now?
Yeah.
Okay. So the type tables are simply is nothing but where we are going to be create during the runtime. The type tables are the one basically to improve the performance of the your job basically.
Mm-hmm.
What it is trying to do. See, let's see if it's a PLS skill block. It is trying to it is trying to maintain some blocks internally, and if the data volume is high, then what will be happen? If it is a bunch of the data during runtime, it is going to be create some blocks, and the memory blocks are going to be filled with the entire data. Let's say you have millions of the data, then
Mm-hmm.
it is obviously going to be consuming the internal memory space,
Mm-hmm.
right? So to avoid in the Oracle, we do have we'll create the type tables during runtime when we required, and we are going to be populate data into those type tables.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, once it is getting loaded, we are going to be utilize those tables, and we are going to be dropping those tables during runtime.
Okay.
So likewise, the table functions works here. So here the table functions are in a different way, where we are going to be create some types of functions what we require during runtime.
Hmm.
We are going to be create the functions. So once your functions are ready,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and we are going to be, if you'd like to, this function is trying to insert, update, or delete whatever the operations you have in
Hmm.
that table. It is trying to do all those stuffs, and it is trying to improve performance parallelly. So once your function ready, so you need to call those functions, right? We are going to be call those functions from here and the return tabs, right? Once the function is created, I'm going to be utilize those return tabs. Whatever it is going to be returning, I need to populate the data into one table.
Okay.
If you have a scenario like that, okay, you can utilize this one. Otherwise, if you have a function, you don't require, just call it and leave it the function. So we
Mm-hmm.
can achieve using procedures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you'd like to see, this function is going to be returning me some type of data. And let's see here,
Hmm.
I'm going to be executing this function. Okay. So I'm going to be executing the function what I have currently with me. So before the executing function, I'm creating some type tables here. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to be dropping those type tables. The table is going to be have a structure of ID and description
Mm-hmm.
columns. Okay. And I'm going to be executing at once all the time. Just try to execute it. It's going to be, the function is going to be compiled perfectly, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I haven't created any of the table here.
Hmm.
If you see, I haven't created any of the table, and I'm going to be executing, I'm going to be selecting ID from the table. I'm going to be using my function. This is the function name, what I have just created.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, this is the one. Okay. So get tab tf is the function name, what I'm trying to execute here. Just
Mm-hmm.
try to execute it over here. And control name subject.
I think you need to select the line. Yeah, I think there was problem with the line. Encounter the symbol.
This is invalid state.
Is it compiled?
Yeah, it's compiled. Let's compile it one more time. Right. Right. So here what I'm trying to do is, in this particular one, I'm going to be creating a function with a return tab. So I'm going to be passing those values into this particular tf tab.
Mm-hmm.
So here I'm going to be beginning the loop here. The beginning 1 to 10. The loop is going to be start with 1 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
So the first ID column is going to be have 1, and the description column I'm going to be apply some hard-coded value description. Okay.
But we are not able to see that column, right? Second column.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
because
see
you have selected only ID. Okay.
ID. Let's execute it.
And what is this extend function is doing?
This is going to be where it is exactly.
Here,
So
yeah.
I think this is going to be increment the value, I believe so.
But
Okay,
that is, we
this
have
is the
loop,
one.
right?
Looping is the one.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be extending.
One underscore tab. What is one underscore tab? We
Is this
see,
the one?
we have create or replace function. This is a function. This is a return type as
This
one
is written
underscore
tab.
tab, and then
No, this is a return value where I'm going to be utilizing here. It's alias of this one. I'm going to be utilizing here the
oh,
values.
so function
Okay.
is returning. Let's say it is returning 1. So
Yes.
which is getting captured here.
Here, and here's the one function name. This is the last one.
But tell me this thing, function is returning two value, right? One is ID and one is description. But in the one underscore tab, we are capturing only ID or what?
No, this is the written value, right? It's capturing all the columns what it has exactly.
Yeah, so it will have ID as well as description, correct?
Description, yes.
So we are saying as this ID and description, and it is basically the function is returning t underscore tf table. Whatever is returning, we are assigning to t underscore tf underscore tab. This is a table
Yes.
name.
Yes.
Right. Now,
Yes.
I'm not clear actually what is one underscore tab is doing.
No, one underscore tab is the one alias of this function. This is the
Okay.
written value of this one is just alias of this one.
Okay.
See, if you see emp select star from emp space e, right? Is the alias of the emp table where we can utilize in the runtime.
So when you say one underscore tab dot extend, what it is exactly doing? It is
not sure. Yes.
Yeah, because it cannot increment the value of I, that is for sure, because one underscore tab, I mean, can we just, let me look at the Google, what is this extend function does?
That's fine. We can look at later onwards.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just trying to execute the function, taking the example this one and trying to utilize in ODI how this can be worked out. Okay. So once your function is ready, so if you move on to your ODI, so how we can call this one? So if just from the components tab, just take your table function here, and in the general properties, just call your function name.
And this function we have already defined in PL SQL in Oracle database.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And in the attributes tab, okay, so just try to mention what are the number of attributes, and I'm sorry, it's written in the number of columns. You just mention all those columns here. Okay, and connect those columns to your target. Okay, and you just try to execute it. So I'm trying to truncating my table before executing. Okay, and just try to execute it. So that is going to be returning null columns to the rest of the columns, null values to the rest of the columns, and rest it is going to be up to 10. One description, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's trying to increment.
But it is saying employee number, employee name, because this ID and description column should be available in the target table, right? That's how we match, and the name.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give you an example how you can map the token. Once you have your target table is ready, so whatever you want, you just connect them to your target table.
So it is like a sequence, like in Informatica?
No, not at all. This is not a sequence. See, if I just take an example of this one, you can have any type of functions, right?
You want to put any value, any value.
Yeah, if you have the function is a different concept.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to update all, you can go with all your DML and DDLs at a time.
Correct.
During runtime. Okay. So whatever you want, you can utilize over there. And if you'd like to take the output to the other target table, you can utilize it over here.
Okay, got it.
All right. And as that we do have subquery filters.
Okay.
So how the subquery filters is going to work it out? I think are you aware of the subquery filters, how that works?
Subquery, I know in SQL, like,
yeah,
it fetches the value, some value.
Exactly. So, but the subquery need 2 tables, right? So once you call your subquery here, it is going to be showcased the. I'm taking what I'm trying to take is applying the wait clause. Okay, the filter condition.
Okay.
So Okay, I'm taking department number in. I'm going to be take max minimum department from the department table. Okay, so what is the value here? So suppose the filter input rule, either it is in or not exist, not in, equal to, not equal to.
Is it
Okay,
like lookup?
No, it's not like lookup. It's not like lookup.
Okay.
See, when you're trying to write subquery, we do write, let me showcase it here. Right, so let's say you're trying to update department table, site, department name, department number, dname, right? And then equal to select department number, comma, dname from DEPT. All right, okay. And if you would like to have where department number equal to 30, so where we are trying to apply. But if you run this one, okay, it is trying to update all those values, but you need to provide the where condition exactly where we need to provide the exact value where exists this where condition applicable to this update, right? This where condition is not applicable to this update one.
Correct.
Right? So where exists, you can select it here. Select one from department where department number equal to 30 or whatever the condition you want. Right? See, you can write exist if you'd like to exist, and if you'd like to update where not exist, it's all depends, right? So likewise, the where clause here. Likewise, the where clause here, we are not going to be apply the where here. We are going to be apply the next value. Okay, the next one, department number in. I'm trying to take in here. Select the minimum department number from the DEPT table. Okay, all right, and let's truncate your table here. True, right? And let's go and have a look at the data. Right, I'm going to be get only department number 10 values. Okay, so likewise, you can apply your subquery filters here.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we see one more time? Can you click one more time on subquery filter?
Sure. Data.
In the condition.
You want to see the data, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is, can we go back to the condition where you apply the filter? So department number, select minimum. Oh, okay. Okay. So it basically it passes on to the whatever the rows are coming to employee number. It basically filtered it on based on this query.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
You can write your own conditions, by placing all the stuff, whatever you want.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. So those 3 I do have currently. 4, those 4.
Okay.
Okay. And I was unable to cover those chugged and flattened because those are the one max we can utilize in big data.
Okay.
Where I can graph that. And does your PC restart it?
Yeah, my PC is restarted, yes.
Okay. If this meeting is wind up, please try to join again. It is going to be wind up in a couple of minutes. If it is wind up, okay, please try to join again.
Okay.
Otherwise, let's please rejoin then.
I think the host has upgraded. I got a message. Oh, it was your message.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, please rejoin the meeting then.
Okay, let me join again.
Okay.